I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Well, my friends, it's a done deal. August 16th, 2025, we're finally going to get the long-anticipated fight, the long-anticipated storyline, grudge fight between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Finally, both Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney have a long storyline. This is a certified grudge match. These two combatants sparred with each other early on in their teams. They sparred twice with each other. The first time, they say Devin Haney got the best of him. The second time, Teofimo Lopez allegedly stopped Devin Haney in sparring. Both fighters are two of the quote-unquote young kings of boxing. I don't call them the young four kings anymore because that's out of respect for the original four. Nevertheless, these two young fighters are considered two of the young four kings of boxing. And both of them are the two most accomplished out of that group, between Teo, Devin, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Teofimo Lopez is a former undisputed lightweight champion. I don't care what the politics say. He was undisputed at 135. He's lineal at 140. Devin Haney is a former undisputed champion at 135. Both Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney have the best resumes out of any active fighter that's in their 20s right now. Both of them are coming off of victories. Devin Haney's performance over Jose Ramirez was not impressive, but with the magnitude of this upcoming fight with Teofimo Lopez, I'm sure Devin Haney and his team are going to be more than ready and more than motivated to come in as sharp as possible to try to get the victory. Teofimo Lopez has shown that he is the type of fighter that fights to the level of his competition. The more challenging that the fighter is, or the more pressure that's on him, he performs at the highest level. And we're going to talk about the pressure that he has right now. Teofimo Lopez was recently cut off by Turki Al-Sheikh due to some things that Teofimo said on Twitter. But obviously, Turki Al-Sheikh must have accepted the apology, the public apology that Teofimo Lopez did recently. And he's going to have a lot of pressure to win this fight because they're going to fight in Saudi. And we already know that Devin Haney is a Turki Al-Sheikh guy. Devin Haney is also a Muslim. They're going to be fighting out there in Saudi Arabia. Let's not forget what happened when Carlos Adames took on Hamza Sharif out there in Saudi Arabia. The controversy behind Turki Al-Sheikh's actions showing favoritism, right? So this is a fight that can go 12 rounds. Devin Haney is a type of fighter that likes to move around the ring. He likes to run. He likes to keep his distance. Teofimo Lopez has been stigmatized, rightfully so, as a fighter who struggles with cutting the ring off. Devin Haney doesn't cut the ring off well neither because when he came forward against Ryan Garcia, he got dropped multiple times. But this is a fight that can potentially be a disaster for Teofimo Lopez if it goes 12 rounds. If it's a close competitive fight and it goes 12 rounds, they might give it to Devin Haney. So Teofimo Lopez is gonna have all the pressure in the world to perform at his absolute best and try to knock Devin Haney out. If he can't knock Devin Haney out, he's gonna have to hurt him and knock him down multiple times. The key for this fight for Teofimo Lopez is to take Devin Haney's jab away. Teo showed in his last fight that he has a very good, educated jab, which he hardly uses up until that last fight. So he's going to have to use that jab to take away Devin's jab. Devin Haney's going to have to utilize his distance and frustrate Teofimo Lopez and try to get him to lunge in so he can catch him with shots on the way. It's going to be a very interesting fight. And Teo got a lot of pressure because Turki Al-Sheikh, even though he forgave Teofimo Lopez, I'm sure that he's siding with Devin Haney. Saudi is a crowd that doesn't really make noise, doesn't really cheer like that. Teofimo Lopez is a showman, but Teofimo Lopez, he likes to entertain himself when he's fighting out there. And Teofimo Lopez does have the experience in fighting before a small crowd. He did it when he defeated Lomachenko in his biggest fight. He beat him in the bubble. So I don't think the crowd not making noise and not cheering or being engaged into the action is going to affect Teofimo Lopez's performance in any way, shape, or form. Nevertheless, even though a title is not involved, you know how I always carry it. I always say resume means more than belts. So a win over Teo or Devin Haney means more than a belt. It's going to be at a catch weight at 145 pounds. It's going to be a tremendous night of boxing because on that same day, later on that night, it's going to be Gervonta Davis in a rematch against Lamont Roach. I can't wait. Me personally, I really wanted Teo to take on Richardson Hitchens and unify, but Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, even though the fight does not have the momentum that it could have had, that it once had, the motivation should bring out the best in both of these combatants. With that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Low Nose Boxing, because Low Nose Boxing. I'm out.